This week starts the stuff that I've come across over the years that has helped me in my journey of recovery. This week, I'm actually going to start with the Athlean-x. It was a company founded by Jeff Cavalier back in 2009. And before that, he was the head physical therapist and assistant strength coach for the Mets from 2006 to 2008. I came across it in 2017, about a little like over a year, maybe a year and a half into my recovery, and it's this YouTube channel that I came across that he has over 1,000 videos on right now, and there's a lot of them that are like tutorials on how to do exercises, how to do like waiter curls, how to do bench press. He has a bunch of newer videos out where they're series where they get into like the what he calls the best chest workout or the best back workout, and like he goes over like a bunch of exercises for each type of like a body part, whether it's chest, back, arms, legs, shoulders, or whatever, and goes through several different exercises on how to train each body part. And his approach is to pretty much train like an athlete. And I came, like I said, across his stuff back in 2017, and shortly after that, I got into his AX1 program, which people have described as in comparison to like the P90X program. Well, I have never done the P90X program myself. I have done the AX1 program, and it's a very good starter program. It's like what he calls it, the training camp, where you're doing 3 days of strength training, total body strength training, and then 2 days of cardio. And that's pretty much how his programs are set up, at least the ones that I've done so far. And you get 2 days like a recovery or whatever. So with me being big into yoga, I use those 2 days during like the weekend or whatever. So I like Saturday would be my typical errands day. I get my cooking and cleaning and stuff like that. And then I do yoga on that day along with Sunday too. And so that would be a great way to fit in for someone who's just starting, like you work the typical 9 to 5 job. You could go to the gym right after and do the programs and everything, or you could be like me who gets up at the pretty much way before crack of dawn and everything, and do it before you go to work if you do work the 9 to 5 job. And it's a great way to fit into the schedule because most of his workouts are 30 to 45 minutes long, and his mentality is you can either train hard or you can train long, but you really can't do both because it's like the inverse relationship. Like the harder you train, in sense, the more intense you train, the less time you're going to be able to spend training, because you're not going to be able to train that long and everything. So like the typical bro split, where like you're going in each day and you take 4 or 5 minutes rest between sets and everything, so you're there for like 2 or 3 hours. But like I said, his programs are like half an hour to 45 minutes, where you're going through like exercises extremely fast, so you can get stuff done and get in and out. It's and the other programs that I've done so far are like the AX2 program, and a couple what he calls NXT, which are month-long programs. There's like 12 of them, so they can do for a whole year, so you're moving from 1 month program to another. I've done 2 of them. One of them was Beast Mode Wolverine, and another one is Dragon Train that I recently just did, and that's basically Bruce Lee style inspired training, where he takes the training that Bruce Lee would do and incorporate into a training that you do for like a whole month, and still based on like the AX1 philosophy, where you're doing 3 days of total body lift and doing mainly compound lifts, which are multi-joint lifts, like the bench press, the squat, the deadlift, and you have a couple different variations, and you have like a couple cardio days. And like one would be like a running day. You'd run 1 to 4 miles and you do sprints. The next day would be doing a bunch of body weight exercises, and to try to get the concept with the second one, the body weight exercises, is you take your resting heart rate, and then at the end you take your max heart rate, and you do like 8 different body weight exercises for 30 seconds each, and the whole idea is to get not only your rest and heart rate down, but to get your increase your reps on each exercise. And you do like 2 rounds of like the 8 exercises, and divide like the total reps on both rounds by 2, get your average. And like the whole concept, like I said, is to increase your reps each week and everything. And so like I was able to do that and everything. So like and he has like a YouTube channel, like I said, that has like over 1,000 videos and everything that like range from tutorials, like and he does get into like a nutrition and everything, where like would be great for people to start and everything. His whole concept is like the plate method. He has a video where he goes into like he shows like a plate, and he breaks it like into the plate into 3 different sections, like one with for like your starchy carbs like potatoes, and then your fibrous carbs for like broccoli, and then your protein like chicken. So your your stereotypical bodybuilding meal that most people have, like the broccoli, rice, and chicken. And he also has like a bunch of other programs that I have yet to get into and everything, which would be great for any type of like situation that you're in. Like he has the new ones, like old school iron stuff that like people like Lou Ferrigno and Arnold Schwarzenegger would use back in the day when they were training. He's got a new one called All American Muscle, and he's got one called Monster Maker that he did with CT Fletcher and everything. He's got body weight ones called 01 and 02. He's got programs like Max Shred and Max Size. So he's got, like I said, programs for like all situations. So like the ones like the old school iron, All American Muscle, and like the Max Shred Size you could use in the gym. 0, 1, and 2 you could use in the gym or at home, because those are body weight exercises and everything. And he also does have like supplements, but he doesn't necessarily push them too much, because like the first thing you need to do is to get your nutrition in, because like supplements are only there to do that, just to supplement your nutrition. So like he does have like a what's called the RX series, like the RX1, which is the pre-workout, RX2, which is his post-workout protein blend, and RX3, which is a recovery blend you take before bed and everything. And then he does have like BCAAs that you can take. He recently came out with an intra-workout, the PRX, and he also has omega-3s in the joint supplement that you can get. Like I take I've been using the RX1 and 2. I just finished up the BCAAs. I'm probably not going to be getting any more anytime soon, because my protein intake is good enough as is. And I do take the joint supplement as well, which is good to help for recovery for your joints and everything. I don't take his omega-3, but I do get omega-3s at like Sam's Club and everything. So I do take the omega-3s, just not from Jeff Cavalier through Athlean-x. And I have yet to try his intra-workout, so like I couldn't say like whether it's good or not. Now, I did take the RX3, but for some reason, like I had digestive issues, like it didn't sit well in my stomach and everything, so I stopped using that. So like anything with just like nutrition, with the elimination diet, you have to test stuff to see what works for you, and the same thing goes for like supplements and everything. So if, like for me, the RX3 doesn't necessarily work, because like I said, it didn't necessarily sit well in my stomach, so like I stopped using it and everything. And he does have a bunch of gear that he sells too, like apparel, like t-shirts, like the one here that I got at the recent Athlean-x games. He has like a few different types of resistance bands that you can get. He has like 3 different ones, like a 15, 25 pound resistant one, like a 45 pound resistant ones, and I got both of those. He does have a brand of power blocks that like would be perfect for like a home gym and everything, because like power blocks are pretty much like a rack of dumbbells all set in one, because like you can like if you ever see them and everything, like you can they're ones that have pins that you can pull out and go from like 5 pounds all the way up to like 95 pounds. So like those would be great for like a home gym. and everything, but like they are a bit pricey because they're just over $1,100. But if you look at that, like in the long run, with if you were to get like a full rack of dumbbells, like I've been picking up dumbbells like over the past few years, ever since the pandemic first hit and everything, and like I've probably spent about that much on dumbbells and everything, and I got like ones pretty much from 10 to 55 pounds so far, and I also got like other kettlebells and everything. So like the power blocks, like I said, would be a good fit for a home gym, but like I said, it's kind of pricey, and it's like at just over $1,100. And like if you're in a state like I am in New York State, where you have to pay sales tax, it's going to be slightly more. But like and also like after coming across this content, like with watching a bunch of videos for probably about like a year or two and doing his AX1 program, I actually did go back and go to like the Athlean-x games back in 2019, and that was my first one. I did the All-Star package, which is the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday package, where like Friday is like a conference day where you actually listen to like conference speakers and everything. So like in 2009, we got people like Joe DeFranco that talked there, and like Saturday is the competition where you actually compete like like a physical like a competition. And like they had there in 2019 they had like a qualifier to kind of like since there was like over 200 people there that year, they had to like kind of break it up where like so like you had to do so many like pause rep push-ups to make it to the actual like levels level 1, and then like you had to go through like a circuit to get to level 2. The same thing through that was slightly harder to get to level 3. And the ones that didn't do the cutoff for like the pause push-ups on Friday night did get to still compete, but as teams, and they did a slight different version of like a smaller circuit and everything, so like we could still compete and everything. And what I was going to go to the 2020 games with the MVP package, which is opens up Thursday, which is more one-on-one training, but of course everything like pretty much shit hit the fan for that year, and like it was canceled, so it got pushed back to 2021 last year. And then it was ended up pushed back from July to September, and then it ended up getting canceled. So like after a pretty much like a 3-year long hiatus, we actually got back this year. And like this year was awesome because like the one-on-one training we did, we got to listen to like people like Gunnar Peterson and Matt Wennon, and like then Friday was like the conference again, and we got to listen to not only we got to listen to Matt Wennon again, go over his style of training, and we got to hear people like Robert Boyle, Gunnar Peterson, and we also had like in 2019 our keynote speaker was CT Fletcher, and this year we actually had the keynote speaker on and the keynote speakers was on Sunday. So we had the keynote speaker this year was you got I forget his name, but like Tony Bauer, I think his other people in Athlean-x can probably correct me because his name escapes me right now, but like he was a martial arts trainer, which was another good one and everything. So like the tickets are like slightly expensive and everything too to go to that event, but it's definitely a trip worth going for. So like they do have like payment plans for the tickets, so like you don't have to necessarily come up with the money all at once. So you could do it like several payments instead of say for instance coming up with like at $850 for like the MVP ticket. You could do like 4 payments of like $225 or something. So like this is like one of the first things I came across, and it's been like a very net benefit for me. So like if and when people actually decide to start taking care of their physical health, this would definitely be something that would be worth for people to get into and everything, because like he's one of, if not the top physical fitness trainer that's out there and everything. But some people may disagree with me but that's okay, because this is my opinion. And like so far in like the 5-6 years or so that I've been following, I've never have gotten nothing but a benefit and everything. So like I suggest you definitely check it out and see what you can take from it and everything. And then next week, I'll be starting to get into other stuff that I've come across over the years that actually have been giving me benefits as well. Till next time.